Hey, another bonus video today. Last week I went to my local game store and they had a copy of Urban Reign, so I was able to get an ISO from that disc. Or rather, I already had one, but now I have my own personal copy. I'm going to look into doing this more. They actually have a lot of games I used to play on the channel way back when I started. They have them there for pretty reasonable prices. So what I'm probably going to do is, over time, I'll probably be going around town and trying to find other games that I used to play or ones that I played around that time but didn't feature on the channel, and then getting the ISOs from them since they'd be legal copies, and then kind of featuring them during dry times like right now. So I never played this game on the channel. I pretty much only played it as a rental. I don't remember if I rented it from GameFly, but I did beat this game. I remember it being pretty enjoyable, but it gets very difficult later on. So my apologies if this doesn't look too great. I am completely new to emulation for anything past like the PSP, so I'll have to look into tweaking this to get look better. Right now it should be running 1080p. This is such a cool, like, unique blend of a game. Like, it's kind of like Tekken, but it's also a beat 'em up. But it's not a beat 'em up in the traditional sense, where you have like, you know, areas you scroll through. It's pretty much just like a small arena. I can kind of see why this was poorly reviewed. I mean, it came out around the same time as like DMC5, not DMC5, but DMC3. You know, you had Shinobi, Nightshade, a lot of the other really great action games, and those were pretty immersive with like actual level design. This is basically just like a Power Stone type arena thing, but the combat's actually pretty deep. I just remember this game, all I remember about this game is it gets like really difficult later on, and that the final boss is just a dude with a gun.
The street games are getting jumpy from now.
Talk about how action game enemies just stand there and let you kill them. That's like not the case in this game. You get destroyed pretty quickly if you're not dodging and punishing. I'm kind of surprised they never like ported this or anything. I think people would be down, especially like a Switch port for this would probably do pretty well. You know, Switch gamers are pretty open to games like this that aren't like... This game wasn't really top of the line graphics when it came out. I think it was actually one of the better looking games, but no one really played it.
Kadonashi Dojo controls the...
I don't remember any hype for this game at all, and I was very excited for it, obviously as a beat 'em up fan, but... This game pulls no punches, no pun intended. Like, you just have to really get good at it pretty fast. Jeez. Talk about flex.
Outsiders have been hanging around this neck of the woods.
I actually remember the final boss being kind of satisfying because this game is so challenging. It was kind of nice how they had a just a dude with a gun that you just take down easily. dad doesn't have kids anytime soon. It's just, I remember this game a lot. You get stun locked. Yeah, I always thought like the whole regional thing like definitely overcomplicates things. This game has like a ton of mechanics, and it was just made during the time where it still really expected you to read the manual to learn how to do things, which is something I always did when I was younger. Like, even now, I always look up the mechanics for games, usually before I even buy them. But the problem with this game, I think one of the reasons why it got such bad reviews is that the game doesn't pull any punches. Like, from the first, like, this is like the first 10-15 minutes of the game. It's already pretty challenging, and you actually are given the tools to deal with everything. There's just like no real time to really learn how to do it. You have to learn by trial and error, and I guess you can't really grind in this game or anything like that. But yeah, I'll probably do some more of this later on. In terms of the other games I have on here, I have Gungrave Overdose. I also have a copy of that. I don't know if it works anymore, but I've got a rip of it anyway. I have Tales of Destiny Director's Cut, and then I have Nightshade. Those were a lot of games I played like right before YouTube was around, and before I really started using a DVD recorder. So I'll probably go back and play those on the channel at some point. However, I want to see if I can upscale it a little bit more so that it looks nicer on the video. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.